Today was a very interesting day because a fellow by the name of Bernie Sanders introduced another person by the name of Hillary Clinton. Now, why is this so interesting? Let's think for a second. Bernie Sanders ran against special interests. He ran against Wall Street. He ran against money in politics. He ran against the TPP. He ran against NAFTA. He ran against the Iraq War. He ran against the intervention in Libya. He basically ran against every single thing that Hillary Clinton is for and has been for her entire life. What it tells us, folks, is that the system is rigged from top to bottom. And there are now millions of folks, decent, hardworking, patriotic people in the Democratic Party who have been completely, totally cut out of the process. Because they don't want the Trans-Pacific Partnership. They don't want to have unfair trade deals. They don't want global corporations to run our lives. They don't want big banks to be more important than real flesh and blood human beings. They don't believe that our whole country should be owned by the person with the biggest checkbook. And yet, they've now been forced to have a nominee who believes in all of those things. And so you know what we're going to say today? We're going to say, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're independent, whether you're unaffiliated, if you want to take the country in the right direction, vote for Donald Trump. If you want real change for real people with real hopes and dreams, then vote for Donald Trump. If you think that your vote matters more than Wall Street, vote for Donald Trump. If you think we've been too quick to rush into war, if you think we've been too quick to sign trade deals that sign away our sovereignty, if you think we've been too quick to listen to the big banks and the big special interests instead of working families, then we ask for your vote. So today is an important day. It's an important day because the curtain was lifted. Now people see that all the rhetoric about dethroning special interests, all the rhetoric about giving people control in the Democratic primary was all a big hoax. Because, folks, Hillary Clinton is the face of special interests in America. Hillary Clinton has devoted her career to empowering special interests at your expense. Hillary Clinton believes that the worth of a voter is measured by the size of their bank account. But all of us here today believe the worth of a voter is measured by what is in their heart, not what is in their bank. And we welcome into our party every decent person with a good heart who only wants to raise up the standard of living for their community, who only wants to raise up the standard of living for their children, who only wants to have a country where all people have a chance to get ahead. That is the heart and soul and essence of what democracy is all about. It's about empowering voters, whether they be laid-off factory workers, whether they be workers displaced by guest worker programs, whether they be people who have been left out to die because they can't get care at the VA. All decent people are entitled to a vote, they are entitled to representation, and folks, they are entitled to have a country that puts their needs first, and there is one man, and you know his name, who will guarantee that in our country, Americans always come first. And that man's name is Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump is going to promise every person in this country economic growth, opportunity, and fairness. He's going to promise every community in this country safety, security, and mobility. And he's going to promise every last person in this country that our social contract will be renewed, that once again, it won't matter how much money you have, it won't matter who you know, it won't matter where you live, it won't matter what color you are, what country your ancestors came from. All that will matter is that if you're an American citizen, your needs come before any other consideration. That is a message of unity. That is a message of togetherness. That is a message that will bring everyone closer together. And you've heard in recent days Mr. Trump talk in the aftermath of the horrible, heartbreaking, unimaginable tragedy in Dallas that if he is president, he is going to make America safe again for all of us. He is going to make America safe again for every child, for every parent, for every mother, for every father, for everyone who wants to live in safety and peace. Donald J. Trump is going to fight for you. He is going to stand up for your right to live in security, to have all people be free from fear, to be free from violence, to be free from intimidation. That is what Donald J. Trump is promising. That is a message that can lift up all of our hearts, that can make us all proud to be part of this political process, to reject the politics of yesterday that tears people down and pulls us apart, and to embrace a new future in which we are all united by our common identity as United States citizens. So, with that, I will ask all of you, are you ready to stand strong and stand tall and elect Donald J. Trump? Are you ready to send a message to the special interests that this country still belongs to working people? Are you ready to deliver justice on behalf of every person who's been cut out of our political process? Are you ready to stand for the rule of law in America? Are you ready to stand for justice in America? Are you ready to stand for the rights of working people to get ahead in America? Will all of you today make that commitment to go that extra mile, to walk that extra foot, to find that extra measure of resolve, to deliver for America this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for change? Are you willing to do it? Then I'll ask you this last question, and I want you to shout so loud that every single financial and political elite who has ignored your pleas can ignore them no longer, because they'll know that change is coming. Is the state of Indiana prepared to deliver Donald J. Trump to the White House? Thank you, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
We will make America great again.